Hi, everyone. Welcome to the spring semester of Introduction to Law. I wanted to make a video or a couple of videos for you guys, not only to introduce myself, but also to give you an overview of our Blackboard course and talk to you about how this online class works. So it's an opportunity for you to see me and hear my voice because you're going to be hearing it throughout the semester because I have a lot of recorded videos, but also an opportunity to just get a visual look at our course, see where all the links are, all the important information. And obviously, if you have any questions, I'll also let you know how you can get in touch with me. So I'll start from the beginning. I just want to briefly introduce myself. My name is Hallie Sugarman. I teach paralegal studies here at Middlesex Community College. I've been doing it for a little while. I'm not new, but I haven't been here forever either, somewhere in between. And I don't want to tell you too much else about me because one of the questions on our opening discussion board is to ask you all what questions you have for me. So I am a lawyer by trade, and then I went into teaching paralegals and I went into education. I have hobbies, I have a family, I may or may not have pets, and you can probably maybe even guess, where I grew up. And a hint, it's not Massachusetts. So feel free to ask me questions about myself so we can get to know each other better. But I just want to at least introduce myself to you. I'm also the director of paralegal studies here, and I know that this class is obviously Introduction to Law. We have a mix of students every semester. Some of you are actually in the paralegal studies program, in which case you will see and hear from me pretty frequently because I am usually your advisor and I help you choose your classes and make your way through the program. But for some of you, this might be the only semester I get to know you because I know you're studying something other than paralegal studies. And you're taking this class perhaps because it fits into an elective that you need to take, or it's a class that sounds interesting to you, or maybe you're just curious a little bit about the law, you just want to learn a little bit more. So I welcome everyone to our class, to our learning environment. And if you ever have any questions about what it means to be a paralegal, what it means to enter the legal profession, what kind of courses we offer here at Middlesex, where you can go after earning a paralegal degree, I am your person. Well, I'm one of several people, but I'm the one here at Middlesex that can help you navigate that and answer your questions. So just a warm welcome to everyone. All right, just one more thing before I get started on the course itself. The video that I'm making, I'm using a free software called Screencast-O-Matic. It captures what's ever on my screen. So right now I have my screen opened to Blackboard so you can see me, but you can also see my Blackboard. I can also show you Word documents, a PDF, different websites. I can really show you whatever's on my screen. I use this system throughout the whole semester. So you'll see and hear me recording over PowerPoint presentations so you can follow along and you'll hear my voice as well. I love this system because it's free. However, one limitation that it has is that the free version is only up to 15 minutes of free recording at a time. So that means that if I need to say more to you than just 15 minutes worth of material, I may make 2 videos or 3 videos. I'm starting an introduction video now. Having done this every semester, I usually know that this takes at least 2 videos. So when you're done with this video at the end of the first 15 minutes, please watch the next video. As you make your way through the course, again, you'll see these videos embedded every single week. Some of them have only my voiceover. Those are actually ones I recorded a few years ago. I do update them from time to time, but it would be a lot of work to update every one of these every semester. And I used to be really shy about showing my face in the class. Now I figure you might as well get to see what I look like. Maybe it's a little bit more personal. You can put a face to the name. And I think the pandemic has taught us all, including me, to be really comfortable behind a camera like this. So some of my newer videos, you'll get to see me too. Some of the older videos, it'll just be audio. All right, so a little bit about the class. Again, the subject is Introduction to Law. There's really never anything dull in the law. It's a super fascinating topic. There's always something in the news, usually multiple topics in the news for us to discuss. So even though this is an online class that has some pre-recorded lessons in it, I will make sure that we have an opportunity to talk about what is current in the law, what is happening in our communities, whether it be national news, stuff happening at the US Supreme Court. As I make this video, today is Thursday before classes start. Last night, the Senate was long debating the end of the filibuster to vote on voting rights, to something that might be more personal to all of us, like, something in family law, something COVID legal related. There's a lot of current legal issues. So we'll talk about some of the, foundation and older law as well, but we will absolutely be making it current and relevant to our everyday lives because the law really is everywhere. So the other big piece I just want to say at the beginning is that this is a fully online asynchronous course. Asynchronous is a very fancy way of saying we don't have a time during the week where we all have to be online at the same time. With the pandemic, Middlesex now does offer a number of classes where we log on to a Zoom all at the same time, like at noon on a Tuesday. We don't have that in this class. This is what we call the fully asynchronous. So everything we do is through Blackboard. And there are deadlines each week. I'll go through the deadlines with you in just a minute. But when during the week you accomplish your work is very flexible and up to you. So each week there are deadlines in the class. Let's say, it's really every Monday morning at 8 a.m. There's a deadline for all the work from that previous week. But you might do your best work at midnight. Maybe you're a night owl. Maybe you work or have other obligations during the day, and you like to log on to Blackboard at midnight to do your work. Great for you. Some of you, like me, might actually be morning people. I do my best work, 6, 7 a.m. in the morning. By the evening, I'm fading. So you might see me log on more often early in the morning or during the first half of the day. I also, just a hint about myself, I have children that often need me and I have family obligations in the afternoon. So you probably won't see me typing much in the middle of the afternoon because that's a tough time of day for me to sit down and focus on schoolwork. My point of telling you this is that I want this course to be flexible for you to get the work done when it fits into your schedule. That being said, there are still deadlines. This is not a free for all. I'll see you at the end of 15 weeks of the semester. It's not a self-paced class. Every week there is work. So just want to say that at the beginning. Let's jump right into it. So here's the organization of our Blackboard page. You can see that I wrote on here, start here. If you're already on the start here page, that's where you have found these videos. You've already found the beginning of the course, start here. There's also a link here for announcements. When I click on this now, there'll be no announcements listed as I make this video, but by the time you see it, there will be one announcement there, and that will be the welcome announcement welcoming you to this class. The announcements features allow me to put information here on a weekly basis. Every week I send out an announcement just letting you know what's coming up that week and just, anything else happening at Middlesex, really. And I select the option that when I put an announcement in Blackboard, it will go not only here on our Blackboard page, it will also show up in your Middlesex email. So you'll get an email that says there's a new announcement in your class. Now I'll pause here for a second to just talk about email. I know that in the modern world, email is actually not even the most current form of communication. I know we like text messaging, we like DMing, we like snapping or a Slack channel, and there's all these other methods of communication. But in the professional world, certainly the legal world, email is still king or queen. Email is God. So we have to get used to using our email. So this would be me pressing upon you to get into the habit of checking your Middlesex email on a daily basis. That is the way I have to communicate with you. I don't have your cell phone numbers. I don't have your DM. I don't have your snaps or anything else. I have your email. And specifically, I have your Middlesex email. So please check your email on a regular basis to find out what's happening in this class or Middlesex in general. Okay, a little bit more about the organization of this class. This class, if you just click on coursework, is organized into units. I didn't click on it, but if you click here under syllabus, if you download the syllabus is really just all the rules and organization for the class. I know it's long. Please don't be intimidated by it. I promise Just take a few minutes, grab yourself a cup of coffee or a bottle of water, and just sit down and read it without being intimidated. The point of the syllabus is really just to give you an outline of everything in the class. Especially because I don't see you face to face, I really like to kind of put everything in there about how our class operates. So nothing to be intimidated about. And I promise if you have any questions about something in the syllabus, just send me an email. I'm happy to explain anything to you or just talk it over, whatever works. But our class is a 15-week class. All standard classes are 15 weeks. Some classes in Middlesex are only 8 weeks, but this is a 15-week class. And every week of the semester is a different unit. So if you look at the syllabus, you'll see all the units listed there in order. On Blackboard, you can see this looks like a folder. I have created a folder for each unit, and it identifies the week of the semester that you will have it. As we go through the semester, more units will appear. I always make the next unit available a week ahead of time. That actually means if you have a lot on your plate coming up, you can actually work ahead 1 week if you want to. No obligation. That's only if you want to. I will always stay in the unit that we're in. I'll stay in the current unit, but if you wanted to work ahead a unit, not a whole semester, if you want to work ahead a unit, you can. And they look like folders. So this week, of course, already Unit 1 and Unit 2 are both here. I will open the unit in a minute, but I just want you to see how they're organized. When you go into a unit, when you click on the folder, it will look the same unit to unit. I feel very strongly for my own organizational purposes to keep the units looking consistent every semester. I keep saying that, every week. So I'm going to click here. So I try to start with a meme. I happen to really like memes. They make me smile. They bring a small amount of joy into a busy day. So the first thing you'll see is a meme. Then you will see a link called How to Manage Your Online Week. It will give you a schedule for that week. So here, if you pause here, here's where I'll tell you what the schedule is every week. Every week of the semester is a different unit that covers a different area of the law and a specific topic. Every week there are there's 3 things that you will need to do every week. Every week you need to work your way through the lecture material. This includes PowerPoint presentations, my voiceover discussion, links to different articles to read, sometimes court cases, sometimes other material. This is your textbook. I'll talk about the textbook in another few minutes, but there is no textbook to purchase. Everything that you need to do to read the material and gather material is always under each week's lecture material. And it varies week to week depending on the content. I'll open it in just a minute. So obligation number 1 for you each week is to make your way through the lecture material, the videos, and the reading. Number 2, every week there is a discussion board. The discussion board, that's our class discussion. And I'm going to come back and talk about it in just a minute. And then the third obligation you have every week is each week there is one assignment for that week that covers that material. So every week, lecture material for a topic, discussion board about that topic, and an assignment on that topic. The deadlines are also the same every week. For discussion boards, you're required every week to post twice. The first post must be done by Thursday at midnight. So all the new unit material always becomes available Monday morning at 8 a.m., but actually a week ahead of time. That gives you 4 full days and nights to read and watch the videos, post the discussion board by Thursday at midnight, and then respond to a classmate by Monday morning at 8 a.m., at which point your assignment is also due. Believe it or not, that's already the end of my first 15 minutes. So I will pick this up in the second video and talk a little bit more about the discussion board and the assignment. So end of video number 1. I'll see you in video number 2.